It's the best time of year. Everybody's excited about March Madness. But we're excited here, Peyton Jotnier and myself, Barstool Mintzy, because SEC baseball starts
Here,
this week. It's here.
we did it. We made
Non-conference
it.
is over. The greatest league in the world is about to have a 10-week journey, 30 games, where they're all going to just beat the hell out of each other, and it's going to be we get to win because we get to watch it. How good these series are, and we're previewing this weekend, and I'm excited about it because how can you not be when you look at some of these matchups? How are you doing today, Peyton?
Man, I'm good. I'm fired up. We made it. We made it past the non-conference game. It's finally here. There are so many good matchups in this for this weekend already, just within the SEC. It's unbelievable. It's a gauntlet. Like I think we've been saying this all year, but the SEC is just it's unbelievably good.
Yeah, and non-conference dominated, but we'll hop right into it. I think
Yeah,
you could make an argument there's 4 or 5 headlining series, but we'll start Knoxville, Tennessee, where
yeah.
the
I
Tennessee
think that's the
Volunteers,
biggest one.
Tennessee, only undefeated team left. Number one, because they're playing the team that knocked off the other undefeated, Florida State, on
Mhm.
Tuesday night. They're playing Florida. You got number 7 Florida against number 2 Tennessee up at Lindsey Nelson, which will be wild in Knoxville to start this thing out. Uh, I think it's going to be a hell of a series. Florida's played really, really well. You know, they had a young team last year. Obviously, had to replace Cags. People wondered how they were going to do it, but man, they've looked really, really good so far. How do you like their chances this weekend?
I think they're a really good team. I think Tennessee is just an unbelievably good team. I think Liam Doyle has looked the best he's ever looked. His fastball is electric. He throws it like 70% of the time, and it's um, nobody can hit it. So I think at least Friday, Tennessee's got it. I'm gonna go. The series goes Friday, Saturday, Tennessee. Florida takes the Sunday game.
Yeah, I kind of got Tennessee winning 2 out of 3 here too. I
Yeah,
think Florida's really good. I think they'll get one. I don't think they'll get swept, but Tennessee at home. I mean, how can you go
yeah,
against them? I do think Florida gets one though. And
good.
you mentioned Liam Doyle; he's been dominant. You know, the Ole Miss transfer, and Tennessee's been smoking the ball, hitting the ball out of the ballpark. I mean, you got to give them the benefit of the doubt at home. But I can't wait to see that series. Running through, man, we got a bunch of other great ranked ones. Vandy at Auburn. Both these
hmm
teams weren't even that hype going in the year. Vandy's number 16, Auburn's number 25. This one is interesting to me because Auburn can really hit the ball. They got really deep order. Vandy's always got a bunch of stud pitching. This year feels no different. How do you see this one going?
Yeah, this one's a tough one. Like you were saying, we had no idea either one of these teams were going to be as good as they are. But that's what's so great about the SEC. I think Auburn's going to actually end up taking this one. The only reason I say that is I do think Auburn's bats are a little bit better. So I think they'll put a couple more runs on the board. But this could go either way. I'm going to go Auburn.
Okay, Auburn. I'm going to go Auburn too. I'm going to go
I know
Auburn
it's
two out
a
of
tough one.
three.
It's a tough one.
No, yeah, I think Vandy's got a better Friday night guy,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, this should be a really good series though, and man, that's one that you would, like I said, going into the year, you wouldn't have even gotten that pumped about. How about the red hot Alabama Crimson Tide, who we've been talking all about? Shout out Justin LeBron. Really enjoyed having him on last week.
Yeah.
The All American shortstop. They're headed to Texas A&M, and this is a fascinating matchup because you got Bama, who is the surprise team, and it's been awesome so far this year, and then A&M's been a little disappointing.
They've been a
Um,
surprise team too, just not the right way.
Yeah, A&M preseason number one. So Bama, what are the odds that Bama would be the higher ranked team before the season? Bama unranked, A&M number one, and now we got 17 Bama going to number 19
Yeah,
A&M.
nobody would have thought this at the beginning of the year. Nobody.
Well,
But
A&M still has Ryan Prager throwing on Friday night
yeah,
though, and he
yeah.
might be one of the top 2 or 3 arms in the SEC. So because of that, I'm going to go A&M 2 out of 3 at home. I think A&M wins on Friday, and they split the next two. But I'm waiting to see these A&M bats wake up. I mean, I just they're the offense they had last year. You thought they'd be scoring 10 runs a game.
Yeah.
That they obviously had a big injury with Gavin Groholik being out for the year, their third All American third baseman. But they still got a ton of talent in that lineup, and hopefully as the weather warms up, their bats warm up. But what do you think about the series?
Yeah, this is a weird one, and this is probably going to be this will be my last weekend where I say A&M is still A&M. I'm going to give them the benefit
Okay.
of the doubt because I do think they are really good, they just haven't shown it for whatever reason. And sometimes it's baseball and just things need to click. And hopefully this weekend is the weekend that it clicks. I think they take 2 or 3. I definitely don't think they sweep this Alabama team led by Justin LeBron. Is just they're hitting the ground running from the beginning, and nobody's going to stop them right now. So
Yeah, I think Bama's gonna score some run. I think the key to this whole series is A&M's got to win Friday with Prager
yeah,
throwing because
yeah. If
I
they
mean,
don't if they don't win with
if
Prager, then
game one, they might come running here and win 2 or 3.
yeah, I agree. So we'll see. Hopefully
No,
this
that
is
one's gonna be awesome.
turnaround weekend for them.
What's up?
I said hopefully this is a turnaround weekend for them right here. This
So
could be
big
big.
opportunity for Bama. You know, they're
Oh,
just they're hot. They're playing with nothing to lose. They got a chance to go into the team that played for the national championships ballpark, catching them at a good time. I mean,
yeah. Good.
I'm
Another
going
great series.
but I'm not confident.
Yeah, that's fair.
All
That's
right.
fair.
All right, heading to Oxford. What a series in Oxford.
Yeah.
Arkansas, number 3 against number 13, Ole Miss. Ole Miss did got dropped to one at South Alabama midweek on Tuesday, but not going to worry too much about that. They ended non-conference with only 2 losses. Arkansas, as advertised, deepest pitching staff in the country. Can't wait for this Friday night matchup.
Exactly.
Hunter Elliott hasn't allowed a run yet for Ole Miss. Arkansas's got a stud ace as well. Definitely, I mean, the over-under is going to be low, but should be for a reason. I'm drinking, golly.
Do it.
I know. I'm saying Ole Miss 2 out of 3, but I'm saying it. They got to win when Hunter Elliott pitches Friday.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's exactly it. If they can win Friday, they can win the weekend, but they got to win Hunter Elliott Day. That's going to be their biggest thing. So we'll see. Hopefully the bats can come alive a little bit more than they have. But if Hunter can keep this score low, if Hunter gives us, if he only lets up 3 runs, we win the game. And he gets pulled. If he lets up 3 runs, gets pulled in the 6th inning, we win.
I feel like this might be a homer pick for us going Ole Miss because Arkansas is so good, and I think Arkansas's pitching staff depth is loaded. I mean, literally similar to A&M Bama. Ole Miss doesn't win Friday. This could be a rough weekend. You know, that's
I agree. I mean,
Ole Miss has a deep pitching staff too, but Arkansas is like top of the country. And man, I just think it's all like, but the Rebel path this year is win those Friday night games with Elliott and then try to win one of the other 2, and you're going to win 2 out of 3 a lot. And I think the way Elliott's looked so far, I have confidence.
I would love for this thing to go Hunter Elliott for 6 or 7, bring in Mason Morris until the 9th, and then we close it out with Spencer, win Friday, and we don't have to worry about it. That's how I'd love for this thing.
Win that first one, take all the pressure off the weekend. But it should be an awesome atmosphere at Swayze and Oxford, to say the least. And man, just love how Ole Miss baseball is just all the way back already. You know, too bad.
Turned it around right now.
Came out hot. Now they're top 15 again. 2 losses. Got to, everybody's fired up. You know, it's. I feel like the Rebs are back.
No, I think it's good. I think it's good, and we're drinking the Kool-Aid now. But we got to listen. We got a lot of conference games we got to get through here.
Oh yeah, no. This weekend could be a sobering one if it goes.
Yeah.
Because when you're taking on the number 3 team in the country that literally might be the most consistent I guess maybe Tennessee, but Arkansas year after year, man, always got great pitching. Van Horn's always got them ready. This series ain't no joke this weekend. I feel like if we weren't Ole Miss people, we'd probably say Arkansas too. but I am. So, all right, real fun one up in Starkville. Texas headed to Mississippi State. Texas's first ever SEC series. Coach Texas have looked good so far. They're all the way up to number 11. Really like the Spencer, the lefty ace they got from Indiana State. Mississippi State, they're unranked right now. I mean, I don't think they're bad. I think they're pretty good. I don't think they're necessarily elite. So I've got Texas going in and win 2 out of 3 here. What do you think?
This is one of those Mississippi State teams where like we could look up all of a sudden and they're in a super regional. Like it's one of those teams where I'm like, I'm just not sure. I think they're really good at times, and then I think they have fallen off at times. This will be the only time I root for Mississippi State just because I'm so much of an SEC purist that I don't want Texas coming in here thinking that they can run the football show, come in here and run the baseball show. I hope Mississippi State wins this, so that's why I'm going to pick them. I think Texas wins, but I hope Mississippi State wins.
Well, State, one thing, can't underrate their ballpark home advantage. I mean, they're going to be hyped to start this weekend. I just think the thing is I've really liked what I've seen out of that Spencer kid.
They're really good. Texas is good.
Texas ace. And so I think he goes in there and gets it done Friday, and then they split the other 2. Got some other series to touch on, maybe not as great of matchups, but still really good. Kentucky at Georgia.
Mhm.
Tell you one take that ain't aging well is us saying Georgia might be a letdown team. Dude, how
Yeah,
many home runs? I mean, this team is just murdering
yeah,
baseballs. I mean
yeah.
that lineup, I believe they lead the country in homers, or they're one of the leaders.
Listen, you put
Yeah,
a
they're
bunch of
taking
takes out there. You put a bunch of takes out there. Eventually, some of them are gonna miss. Okay,
can't
whatever.
book them all.
But
Well,
but
they're
no,
taking on
I think
Kentucky. Kentucky rebuilt, loaded up to the transfer portal, but lost everything from last year. I mean, I feel like Georgia at home, you should like them here. Can they get a sweep, or is that asking too
but
much?
that's what I. It's just so hard in the SEC to get a sweep. I think Georgia for sure wins 2 out of 3. The question is now, does Georgia sweep? I'm gonna say no, just because that's so hard to do. Um, but I wouldn't be surprised. I definitely don't think Kentucky wins the series.
No, I don't think they do. I guess I know what you mean. It's so hard to sweep in college baseball, but I, I just feel like we've been kind of saying at Kentucky. I'd be shocked if they don't fall off a good bit this year
Sure.
after losing so much. And they had just it's more not even like an indictment on Kentucky. This league's just so deep and so tough. The year they had last year, I don't see how they don't come back to reality a little bit. And they don't. I mean, they got talent on that team, but it's not like the top of this league,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Totally.
Oklahoma's first ever SEC series. Oklahoma's been a surprise team so far this year. They're number 12. But I mean, when you really say surprise team, they went 23-7 in the Big 12 last year and hosted a regional, and they played for the freaking national championship against you 3 years ago. So Skip Johnson's still there. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I guess they're a surprise, but everybody knew they were good. The
Yeah.
Witherspoon brothers, man, they got two really good pitchers. Cam Johnson, solid number 3. Pitching staffs looked really good and kind of been carrying them so far. Going to play Paul Maneri wearing the South Carolina jersey. I'm still having trouble getting used to that.
Yeah.
After he coached at LSU for like 14, 15 years, that one that one's still taking some getting used to. South Carolina, tough series at Clemson. Clemson's obviously really good.
Hmm.
What do you think happens here with this Oklahoma South Carolina
Yeah,
matchup?
I actually think South Carolina can pull this one off. I would love to see them win this series. I do think Oklahoma is good, and I don't think really it's a surprise to at least us too. We knew Oklahoma was going to be good. They were good last year. They've been good the previous past years. I just think this is going to be one of those weekends where South Carolina gets it done.
Yeah, they're at home, Founders Park, great edge. Ethan Petrie, one of the best home run
Yeah.
hitters in the country. My one thing about this is just that I think Oklahoma does have a better pitching staff,
Mhm.
but South Carolina's got more hitting. I just this could be a little bit of a welcome to the SEC situation for Oklahoma, though. I
Yeah.
I think that's very possible. And then the final matchup this weekend
Wait,
is
what
the
are you
only one.
going with? Which one are you choosing? Come on, you can't just because it's hard
I'm
doesn't
going
mean you can't.
Oklahoma. I'm going Oklahoma two out of
All right,
three.
all right, there.
Oklahoma 2 out of 3. I I don't know. South Carolina. I just like the pitching staff. And then the
Yeah,
final matchup's the only one that's like it's still fun to watch because LSU's
yeah,
number 1 and they're playing at home. The biggest question: does LSU sweep Missouri? They're going to
yeah.
win at least. I think they sweep them.
I think they sweep too. I think this is the first sweep we'll have, but we could look like complete idiots come Sunday night, and Mizzou could end up winning this series. Like it's so stupid, but they could. I don't think they will, but don't be surprised if all of a sudden something happens.
Yeah, now I got LSU sweeping. I think LSU's looked really good so far,
Yeah,
and I'm a big I'm a huge believer. You see Bear Jones hit a 7th home run already, my SEC preseason player of the year pick. And man, when I look at LSU, that Anthony Ianson, who's their Saturday
yeah,
guy, who was like Cal
yeah.
Santa Barbara, he struck out like 16 guys last week.
Yep.
Man, that's a serious. They got a lot of depth on that team, and they got
They,
that the transfer from Utah Tech or wherever the hell the second baseman Dustin Dickerson, I
mhm,
believe his name.
yeah.
He's freaking killing it. I mean, and then they got Curiel, the freshman outfielder, looks really good. Stephen Milam's actually one thing that the questions going in were how are they going to be the left side of the infield? Stephen Milam and Braswell, and Milam's great at short.
Yeah.
He's playing well. I don't know, man. This LSU team looks pretty damn good from where I'm sitting.
I think they're obviously a really good team. Jay Johnson just does so well every year of turning over into a new team. I think I was probably wrong to say that Milam couldn't play short. I don't know if I exactly said that, but I was skeptical to see how he would be at short, and he's done really well. So this LSU team looks great.
All right. So final. So we said we both have LSU sweeping.
Yep.
I've got Oklahoma 2 out of 3 at South Carolina. You have South Carolina.
Yep.
I took Texas 2 out of 3 in Starkville. I believe you took State.
Yeah.
We both got Ole Miss 2 out of 3 over Arkansas.
Come on now.
We both have A&M 2 out of 3 over Bama, but I have some concerns there. Bama, it's just Bama's hot and
Come
A&M's
on.
not.
Come on. Don't waffle on us now. Come on.
I know. Auburn 2 out of 3 over Vandy. Tennessee 2 out of 3 over Florida,
Yep.
and then Georgia 2 of 3 over Kentucky. Or
Yep.
our SEC predictions. We're going to keep coming with them all year, and looking forward to. You can bet on DraftKings. Fire away on there all weekend. I think I'm going to ride Hunter Elliott Friday night. I feel like I have to.
You should take Hunter Elliott and take the under.
Yeah, we're going to go Hunter Elliott and under Friday night, and we're going to be firing all weekend long. Can't wait to watch SEC. Huge sports weekend. March conference tournaments going on in basketball, and you got SEC baseball starting up.
I mean, we're back, baby.
We're
here.
We'll be back Monday to recap it. Then we got some more big interviews, a bunch of them on the way soon. So thank y'all as always, and thanks to Peyton, man. It's fun talking to college. I'm so glad SEC's here.
Finally, that's what I'm saying. I'm excited because we made it. We made it past the non-conference, man. We're finally here. This is when college baseball comes fun, man.
Hell yeah, man. Well, as always, hit the like and subscribe on the YouTube, and we will be back on Monday with the recap, and then we're gonna get some more interviews next week, and we're gonna, it's time to build this thing, damn it.